Yeah, I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's a little Kenny Russell, Canoe Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoe. Yeah, I'm here. Why I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is a weekly wrap up. Basically, it's Friday, but I wanted to start another show called Where Was God? So today I'm bringing to you the first episode of a show called Where Was God? And I'm going to bring on videos that's very striking. Um, I'm puzzling. And where was God? Because back in the Old Testament, God used to show up and show out. He appeared all over the place. I mean, according to the Bible, not history, the Bible. It was a burning bush that burned, wouldn't go out. That was God. Uh, through Abraham and Moses and Noah time, God was prevalent. I mean, just all the time. Okay. When Moses was bringing the people out, God rained down food called manna. I mean, where is he at today? Skid Row and all these homeless people, homeless, different shelters and places in the world through different cities are rapid. The homeless people can use some of that stuff to rain down on them today. Free food, that's all it takes sometimes to stop a man from being what people deem as less fortunate or homeless. He can't get no food. Okay. So this is called Where Was God? And I'm going to show you, I'm going to share some videos with you. This video came from Welcome to Texas podcast. It's a gentleman named Noel. He's going to be on the camera. You can go watch this video in its entirety. And I clipped this little part. I was watching this whole thing. And this was puzzling to me. And I thought to myself, where was God? Why would God just sit back and just, okay, I'm gonna allow that to happen? So you guys, you be the judge, and like, share, subscribe, comment. And I'm sorry, like, share, subscribe, comment. And I thank you for watching. I don't own the video, but you can watch it in its entirety at Welcome to Texas podcast with the host of the show, Noel. You can watch this video over there in its entirety. So this is a fair use act. I hope the brother don't mind me sharing it. And let's look at the video.
Lord, and I go home this year. Thank the Lord for that. I go home this year.
He said, "Thank the Lord for that. I go home this year." So whatever he done did, he got into a little trouble. Now, do I think people that got in trouble can't have no God, or they can never be reestablished into something that they weren't when they were young? Of course. But some things there's no coming back from. When you rape children and kidnap children, all that type of stuff, it got to be a line there. You did not want to be in the well-respected environment where humans dwell. You wanted to be in an environment where people who's suitable to what you're doing, it's along the line of savagery. You wanted to be where the savages dwell. So they put you in prison. So some things is unquestionable, in my opinion. You can do life. I don't say capital punishment is good, but you're doing life. When you do some things, you get life. It's no question about it. You didn't want to be in an environment.
Another of the warden's picks for the weekend is Logan.
Listen to this. This is another documentary by the gentleman named Jonathan Schwartz, I believe, or the Schwartz family. They did Turned Out in the Alabama prison, and they got this gentleman named Lamarck Moore all across the internet on the Dante show. And they saying, is he guilty or not guilty? Because he did a documentary where he act like he raped men and he had boyfriends in there and sex in jail, and he was in control of boys. A boy in prison is another dominant man. That's his boyfriend. All them boys is his boyfriend, and he do sexual things for him and things like that, so to speak. So it said another one of the warden's picks. He should have said pets, because they bring them in there just like Lamarck Moore. Give them these honey buns and give them a little favor and say, hey, man, I'm going to give you 2 honey buns. And they go for it, and they start letting them do documentaries. Now, on the documentaries, they sign a release waiver. Whatever we talk about on this documentary, the warden is not going to come behind you and punish you for that. You're not going to be convicted. If you say I do tattoos and all this type of stuff, they're going to allow that, okay, for the sake of the documentary. They're not going to say, hey, he had a tattoo gun. He showed us how to make it. That's contraband. I'm getting off a subject, but I'm just showing you what brought me here to watching Welcome to Texas podcast with Noel. And this clip spoke to me in the religion aspect. Where was God? So it's dealing with a gentleman named Logan Clay, or Clay Logan, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's see what he did.
A self-styled prison theologian.
A self-styled prison theologian. He went to prison and found God. Now he's a theologian of some sort.
Logan was incarcerated at 16.
Incarcerated at 16. What did he do?
When the cops arrested him, The Doors' The End was playing on the stereo.
When the cops arrested him, he had a song playing by a band, a very famous band called The Doors. He had a song playing called The End, just blasting through the radio until the police captured him.
I'm in prison for basically killing my mother. I've come from the lowest of the low. You can't go any lower than me. I killed my creator. So there's only up for me. So I need some faith. I'm trying to find that faith in something other than just me, because just me obviously doesn't cut it. It ended up with me in prison.
That's what made me bring this show to you guys today. Where was God? This gentleman said, I'm in jail for basically killing my mother. Where was God? Now he in jail praying, and he's a theologian of sorts. They let him go all the way to the top of Christianity, teaching and saying how he wish he can be forgiven for that day, and he made a mistake as a child. I don't care if he was 1. If he was 1 year old and he knew what he was doing, he picked up a weapon and fired it at his mother, because he killed his mother with a shotgun. And then he shot his father in an attempt to murder his father. So he was given 40 years. And I found out that this gentleman got paroled a couple of years ago. So he's back out in the free world. He should never have been released from any prison on the planet. Now, I'll tell you one thing. If an African here in America, or a black man, whatever you want to call it, if he killed his mother and attempted to kill his father, he wouldn't have got 40 years. He could have been 9 years old. But when you do something like that, as heinous as that, shoot your mother with a shotgun, killing her, and then go attempt to kill your father and sit there and play a musical song named The End, like he's celebrating that he just tried to attempt to kill both his parents and he succeeded at killing his mother, he would have never seen the light of the day again. And I don't want to act like I'm bringing racial things into play, but the courts see us very differently. The courts see Africans here in America as the outcasts. So if you kill your mother and father, you must never wanted to be free again. And that's my conclusion for this gentleman. He should have never been released. I don't care if he was 7 years old when he did this act. When you kill your mother, talking about I went all the way down, ain't nothing I can do but go up. Oh, go up where? Up to the next floor of the prison? Because you will never see the light of day again. He's not going to no heaven. I don't care who's on here, Jehovah's Witness, Mormons, the Black Hebrew Israelites, the Christian, the Jews. He's not entering heaven. Simple as that. And I'm not God to be judging him. I'm not judging. He judged himself when he killed his mother and tried to attempt to kill his father. Where was God? Now he prayed to God, God, please deliver me. And I made a mistake. Man, shut up. That's my thoughts on the video. This is the first episode of Where Was God? We're going to bring you puzzling videos, shocking videos, and say, where was God? See, because in the Old Testament, he showed up. Stick your staff in the ground and the water apart and you can walk right through a sea. That was God. So they say. Go down, Moses, tell Pharaoh to let everybody go. Came through, killed everybody in the 10 plagues, killed the firstborn, killed all the cattle. I mean, he showed up in the Old Testament. Abraham went to murder his son. He said, Abraham, don't do nothing like that. I was just playing with you. Kill that animal that I put there instead of your son. And where is he at today? It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoon Consul Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Kanoon. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. I'm looking for God. This is a search for God. Where was God? Morgan Freeman got a show on Netflix, Looking for God. I'm also looking for him. Where was God when these people blew their mothers' heads off, when they let rape go over and over? People was getting abused out here by a physically stronger person, or a person that just taking advantage of somebody he believed he can take advantage of. Where is this God? Preparation and education is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon, pick up some knowledge. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe, because it won't cost you a fee. Yeah. See y'all next week.